'cause I just get happier. Keeping it real. Real and who? What's that you say? Keeping it real. Keeping it real. What's that you say? Keeping it real. Keeping it you. What's that you say? Keeping it real.
Hey, we are here with a repeat offender. It is Miss SoLe. I say SoLe. He says SoLe. What do you say? It is. We're SoLe. And I'm like, have I been saying it wrong all this time?
You know, that was when I was a little kid, and I hate my name. I gotta confess, because nobody could ever pronounce it right.
Soledad?
Soledad or SoLe, nobody could pronounce it right. And then I got teased mercilessly as a child. So shame on all these celebrities who are naming their kids like Apple and Blanket. And you know their kid's going to have a kick me sign in the back. You know, so I ever said, if I ever had children, it's going to be like John or Mary, as generic as possible. So
I heard that one of the biggest names last year was Brooklyn.
You know, it was
that's like turning into like
a friend of mine has a pit bull named Brooklyn. I'm like, if you can name a dog that just shouldn't be a human name.
Well, I know there are dogs that are named John.
Unless you're Brooke, like Brooke.
Yeah, that's cute. That's cute. What about Northwest? Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on. They all try to be crazy with their kids' names. So you would name them John or Mary?
Well, maybe not those two, but definitely not Montana, Nebraska, or
7.
Well, actually, 7 is what we call his dog.
Aww.
Because, actually, her name is Hannah. But we call her Hannah Nicole.
So her name is the same name backwards.
Hannah, yeah, it is.
She's an 8-pound blonde Morkie.
Oh, how old is she?
8.
Oh.
And she thinks the world is
revolves around her.
Well, it does.
And she actually walks like
shaking her butt.
Oh, that is horrible.
It is, but we call her 7 because she's the embodiment of all 7 deadly sins.
Oh,
she truly is.
She started in California.
Nice. Hilarious.
While we're away now, she's
doing
it out.
bad things.
You think so? She would eat the whole thing of
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Good for you. Good for you, Hannah. Why shouldn't she? So, Soledad, what are you up to these days? I know you're always trying to save the planet.
I am. With Green Living. Our radio show, Green Living, just turned 4.
Congratulations.
4 years. Wow. And we're doing a few different things this year. You know, I always say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
That's me. Exactly.
And I said, I want to do some things different, going in a different direction with Build a Better Planet, really focus on getting in there and saving the planet, doing some stuff. And also I looked at myself and I said, and let's reinvent ourselves. And so we've been having a theme with the last couple shows, starting with this year, 2015 was it's a new year, it's a new you. Mm-hmm. So we've had a few guests, and I guess I should say that people can always hear our show on thirdstrikeradio.com. Yes. But you can hear the back shows on archive.org, and people should check it out. It's a wonderful free online library. Right. And we have all our old shows on archive.
So if you go to archive.org, then you search for
Green Living.
Green Living.
And we had, so far this year, we've had one lady, Tony, who was talking about the eco-tarian diet. Uh-huh. And our show that's on right now has Moving Melvin Brown. And he's an older gentleman who just came out with a exercise program. And that kind of inspired me. I'm like, you know what? If I can do it, anybody can. So,
what kind of exercise?
He's a tap dancer, actually. So the entire program is based on tap movements. But
wow.
Again, it's easy enough that anybody, no excuses. Not I'm too old, I'm too fat, nothing. Anybody can do it.
Anybody can tap dance. Anybody can be Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
I love Shirley Temple.
And it's
Mr. Bojangles.
Well, maybe not like Gregory Hines.
And Savion Glover.
Right. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, well, we're going to kind of revamp ourselves. So
do you tap shoes?
I do. Yeah, not currently. I used
They're
to
actually like fun. I never had them.
James,
but they make noise, and you can do it on a cardboard box. Yeah, you can do it on anything.
Right.
Exactly. TACA is cool.
Yeah. So we're doing kind of refocusing on rebuilding, renewing, revamping, and well, we are going to do a couple of fashion events we've done in the past.
On the insanity side.
Yeah. We're going to do a sustainable Saturday on April 18th.
And what's that?
As usual, we're going to focus on green designers, eco-friendly
reusing fabrics,
upcycled, or people who do organic fabrics. We had one.
Right, and they're all incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, people's creativity levels. I mean, there's no lack of it.
Right.
Creativity is just infinite around or everywhere.
Absolutely.
It's just getting it out there and marketing it. That's the hard part.
Absolutely.
It's backwards. It should be the other way around. It should be, creativity should be the thing that should be like easy to get out there.
Right.
And marketing should not have to be so important, but it is. It is. It's all about that. It's all about the marketing.
It's kind of stifled our American spirit, and that's what was great about this country.
That's why the cover bands are all the ones that are making the money.
Yeah.
I mean, not that that's a bad thing, because cover songs are a wonderful thing. It's songs are songs. They should all be appreciated. It doesn't matter, but it should be okay for new work to get appreciated as well.
Yeah.
Let's get back to that in a second. I want to talk about that.
Okay.
But so we're going to have the Sustainable Saturday, and that's going to be with Runway the Right Way at Hotel Yotel.
Nice. That's wonderful. I love that.
And then we're going to be a part of another fashion event the following week on the 25th. And then we got a bunch of Earth Day stuff coming out. We're definitely going to be at Earth Day Houston. We're going to be at Earth Day New York. But we're also, for the first time, going to be doing some sporting events. And this was kind of motivation on my part. I said, okay, again, we're going to revamp. So we're going to be doing a 5K here in New York somewhere.
So a 5K translates to...
Far.
Not that far.
No,
it's
it's
not.
like 2.5 miles.
It's not far at all. 5K is really... It's doable.
Yeah. So really, if I can do it,
I can do it.
Everybody can do it. There's no excuse.
No, 5Ks are doable.
And that's why we chose it. I'm like, I don't want to challenge people to do a half marathon.
Yeah.
Or,
it's like 50 blocks.
Yeah, I mean, you literally walking, you can do it in under an hour, I think, or an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If 20 city blocks is literally a mile, then you can do about 40 blocks.
Yeah, exactly. So anybody, no excuses.
No, it's easy.
And we're going to be doing our first golf tournament.
Ooh, you need Alice Cooper for that.
I was thinking of that. I'm like, how cool would that be?
You know why he started doing golf? I heard him say why. Because he's like Mr. Golf. Because when he stopped doing drugs, and he would be in all these places, like waiting for the gig, he said he had so many hours to waste that he used to use getting wasted that he had to find something that took a long time.
Oh,
and
that's
golf
funny.
took such a long time, so he could go out and play golf, and by then it would be all those hours wasted that he'd be ready to go play. And then he actually started liking it.
Oh, that's so funny.
But he started doing it just to waste the time because he didn't know what to do with himself.
Well, that's a productive reason.
Yeah. It makes total sense to me.
I wonder what his handicap is.
He's really good.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a while.
He's been doing it for a long time.
And you know who else? Remember Vixen? A couple of the ladies from Vixen also became golfers.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm definitely no Tiger Woods, but
he's no Tiger Woods anymore either, so you have nothing to worry about.
But I
you can probably beat him.
Out there, and it's funny because people don't think of golf as being green at all, but actually we're partnering up with a company that's out to make golf courses greener. So, all right.
What are they going to have what is that when the sun?
I don't know if it's like what they're planting. I know
like the golf carts. That's what I mean. Would they be solar golf carts or something?
You have a product with your Green Living logo on it.
I do actually. We have little golf tees that are made of corn, so they're biodegradable.
There you go.
Instead of plastic.
Big colored corn is like GMO.
So the groundhogs can eat them.
Right.
That's right. We're feeding groundhogs.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go.
So I'm pretty excited, and that our first tournament's going to be in Houston. And
cool.
Yeah.
At that place from last year?
We're actually kind of torn between two. We're looking at two different locations right now, so hopefully in the next couple
You do get around the globe.
And you know, and a lot of times it's on the cheapest of budgets.
Right. Well, yeah.
It's like where there's a will, there's a way.
Exactly.
So we were invited to the Montreal Jazz Festival. You guys were
That's
talking
where you're
about
going.
That's where we're going.
And I went up there by Greyhound bus.
That was last year. This year,
And-
we're not going up by Greyhound.
Not you.
Well-
No, not either of us.
Oh.
Not any of us.
Nice.
Well, when I got there, I found out that I actually had forgotten to buy a return ticket.
Oh,
And I'm like, oops.
stowaway.
I guess, and then when I got it, I thought it was round trip, and it wasn't. I was like, oh no. So I ended up coming back on Amtrak, which was definitely a much nicer way to go.
There you go.
No offense to Greyhound, but you know, it was
Right.
a little stretched out,
Yeah.
in the bar car, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, exactly.
Play on your Wi-Fi.
Uh-huh.
But,
Greyhound doesn't have Wi-Fi?
I think they do, that it's actually being able to get to the plug and all that.
Yeah.
But so speaking about music,
Yes.
we have we have our Spanish talk show at BDaY will be turning 3 in
Bueno.
Bueno. And on Labor Day they turning 3 years old. And we have our current host. His name is Igor Moreno. He's from Spain and he's just an amazing journalist. And so all of our shows are done by interns that we work with. Mm-hmm. And except for one show that I'll talk about in a second. But we have our Spanish music show that just debuted. And
congratulations.
Features all indie musicians who sing in Spanish. And
that's so cool. All
over the planet. We've had artists from Chile, Colombia, Mexico. We had one band that rapped in Spanish, but they were from Germany.
Wow.
I thought that was pretty cool.
What did they look like?
They're a very international group. They have members from Norway, from Chile, a couple of German fellas, and a guy from Spain. But they rap in Spanish, even though they
look at that blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy.
That's what I meant.
I knew that's what I meant.
Spanish rappers.
That's funny. Do they have a Spanish accent, or do they have a German accent?
Kind of a neutral South American kind of accent.
Okay. Well, a lot of Germans did go to South America.
Yeah,
They did.
They did. We're not going to talk about why, but
exactly.
It's not them. It's like their ancestors.
Right?
Sorry, I know. I can't help myself, but yeah.
And then
save the world.
That's
yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Then we have our jazz show, Third Strike Jazz and Funk. Well, I should add the Spanish one is Third Strike in Espanol, but the Third Strike Jazz and Funk is actually debuting this week with our new host, David.
Paul Hebner?
No, but he's been on.
I've been on
I would think so.
Like a tan. And they're going to be hosted by David Flodstrand out of the greater Chicago area.
Wow.
So kind of spreading out.
That's pretty amazing.
And then we have Third Strike Rock that you've been on.
Yeah, that's right.
It's hosted by DJ Tamra out of Austin, Texas, because where else would you have indie rock other than Austin, Texas? And she loves you. She's always playing the rude ones.
Oh, thank you.
And so it's pretty well. And for all of our stations, we have a no beaver guarantee.
Now, how can people submit to your stations to get airplay?
Yeah, absolutely. And
how would somebody do that?
Everything is on Facebook. So we're Third Strike Rock, Third Strike Jazz and Funk, Third Strike in Espanol, and they can message us on Facebook
and send their music.
Yeah.
And get played.
But the only rules are you have to be an indie musician. So no Beaver, no Katy Perry, none of those people.
Sounds good to me.
And, yeah, literally.
I just heard TLC. You know, TLC.
That's where
not the channel. The band TLC. I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
I was on the television channel, but the band TLC, Waterfalls with Lisa Lefta, they are putting out a Kickstarter asking for $100,000 to record their new album.
Wow.
So they're indie.
Well, yeah,
this is what I mean. Like, everybody's the same. I mean, but they can get $100,000. Where, like, an indie artist would ask for 20. You know.
Well, you know, American Psycho. They turned that into a musical in London.
Right.
Which I was like, how does that work?
That movie is crazy.
They have a lot
Did you ever hear that?
Yes.
Oh my God! Good for you! Wow. My daughter had me watch that. I'm like, are you kidding me?
No,
it's crazy. Do you think it's like a dream? What do you think?
Well, yeah, kind of think
it's kind of a strange ending.
It is, and the book differs from the movie. I think that kind of movie makes the movie kind of alludes to that.
That it could be.
Could be a dream. And it was so funny though, because that was directed by HaReN. That's my last name.
SoLe HaRRiSoN. There you go.
Oh, that was kind of cool.
Okay.
But yeah, so when I think the play that's now running in London was paid for by, I think, a Kickstarter. I think they did.
Yeah, people that have connections and a lot of rich friends and supporters. A lot of these Kickstarter programs are doing extremely well.
Yeah, yeah.
So it is National Chocolate Covered Nut Day.
All right, so I have to do a little, maybe 10K of them.
Yeah, exactly. They're not much.
Oh, you peanuts?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we need a skeleton from your closet.
Now, thinking of fitness, and I'm actually really embarrassed to say this because, people always say, that was just like riding a bike, you never forget. I actually did forget.
How to
ride a bike.
Oh, that's lucky.
I don't think I've been on one in many years.
Right.
It took a few years. So that might actually be
that works.
something for me to do this year.
Ah.
Pads are on a very soft surface.
Try with training wheels. Or they have stationary bikes that do the same
What?
thing.
Yeah. I mean, you just don't go anywhere. Right?
The scenery doesn't change.
No, it doesn't. I'm sure in some places, though, they do have, like, scenery.
Well, I've seen like
I wouldn't doubt
tricycles for adults now. Have you seen those? Like,
I wouldn't doubt anything at this point. So the website that you want people to come to is
to hear our shows, check out thirdstrikeradio.com. And our official website is buildabetterplanet.org.
Yeah.
But no, hear the music, hear
all of
everything.
Yeah, Third Strike. And would you like to push a button?
I'm gonna do it fine.
Oh, we haven't heard that one today. That's good luck, broken glass. So I just need to thank everyone. Thank you, SoLe, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know you. It's true. Paul, I hope you had a good time today. It was really, really spectacular. Thanks for all your hard work and helping putting this day together. I want to thank you. Black and Tan, of course. You're going to end the show with a song, so come on back up here, Miss Tara. Rich Zucker, Victor Jones, Robert Gobel, I hope I said that right. Gobel, William Harvey, SoLe, Soledad, whatever. Caroline Storr, we love you madly. Jonathan, thank you so much for making the Ruin Who Show possible. Otto Shrunkenhead, we couldn't do it without you. We will be here next Wednesday, and it's going to be March. So goodbye to February. And like everybody's pages that was on the show today, please. And now we're going to exit with another beautiful bookend show number by Black and Tan. Thanks, guys. All right. This song is Mardi Gras. Day is rising in the street. I feel desire burning in the feet. Darling, where are you? I thought you loved me too. Oh, honey, where are you? Under this sky of blue, Louisiana Sunday afternoon. Lord, you've got to help me make it through. I just want to see my baby soon. Oh, Louisiana Sunday afternoon. I can hear temptation in my bones. But I'm sitting here in my room all alone. Well, I'm missing you. You said you love me forever. Oh, honey, I wish I was kissing you and we could be together. A Louisiana Louisiana, Sunday afternoon. Oh, Lord, you got to help me make it through. Yeah, yeah. I just gotta see my baby soon. Oh, yeah. Louisiana, Sunday afternoon. Thank you.
ReW and who? What's that you say? ReW and who? What's that you say? There's a quirky, cool new internet show featuring rising stars and living legends too. It's a life, fun time and full of surprises. It's a place to get your 15 minutes of fame. Let me tell you,
Just get sad.